Hello, Zero here, and welcome to another episode of the Manager series, 100% lore run of Lobotomy Corporation. So, previous episode was kind of a short one. This episode is also going to be a short one, just to make up for the long episodes before. So now we've got day 29. So the next 2 days will not have anything new, so we're going to spend those 2 days apart from this guy. We're going to spend those 2 days farming up and preparing for the next expansion here. We have enough law points anyway, so it shouldn't really be a problem even if we aren't able to farm that much. Our priority for today is finally getting the Silent Orchestra suit, the capo, and yeah, just farm things up. Right, for the da capo, Eliza's still going to do that, but I think I'd give her the I would give her the sword, the mimicry sword, just for fun, but she doesn't really need it. Someone else here might actually have a better use for that. Someone with high justice. Could send Quinn, or even Christopher. Christopher has decent stats. Could give it to Morty. Morty's going to be assigned to Night of Despair. Fortunately, it doesn't have that much fortitude. I'll just give it to Chloe. Fortitude 5. Oh, not level 5, still level 4. So gonna need to farm Chloe first. Who else is decent? Justice. Quinn. Our alternative is I could use to give it to Adam instead of the short sharpened tears. Then I can give Chloe the short sharpened with tears. Okay. That's that. And our plan for today is continue exploiting it. And we got a new one, which is a Scarecrow Surgeon for Wisdom. I'm not sure I want to exploit this because it's pretty hard to exploit. You need high temperance and high insight, which is exactly opposite of what we have here. We need high insight and high temperance. High prudence and high temperance. Which kind of makes sense because they are in the same fairy tale or same fictional universe. Okay, so we also have this. We need someone with temperance of 2, but we no longer have anyone with temperance of 2. Everyone's temperance 3 or higher, thanks to our consistent farming of that guy. So instead, we are going to hire someone new. Someone with decent prudence, temperance 2, and 3 justice. So it would be me. That would be our new guy. We are not going to farm this. This is just going to be some sort of guard and guard duty. So May just needs a decently strong enough suit. Solitude is fine. May can get solitude and a weapon. I can give away Elena's gun because I'm going to give Elena a better gun. Unfortunately, it's Prudence 3, so I would just give her something kind of strong. Maki? Maki's 5'3" also, so can't give them that. Right. Elena can just. It's medium range. We have anything else? Yeah, let's just give Gaze. Elena's not going to do anything right now, but I can just give her some. So combat duty. Right, so that is for May. May is going to handle in case a Glyphos meltdown occurs. Now for the singing machine, Tom is what I farmed in the previous episode. Tom now has enough prudence for that. So I am going to give him something good against white. That's that. Next is... Next. Frank is next in line for the singing machine, so Frank is going to work on the spider bud. I'd rather have Frank wear something weaker. Spider bud deals threat damage. So Gaze is too powerful for that. But we don't really have anything. I can give the Devona suits. Devona, on the other hand, needs prudence. So I am going to give him instead the other suits. Yep, they just swapped suits. So for the Knight of Despair, need something strong against white. Wait. Strong against white. Knight of Despair. Can give the Morty suit, but I would rather give the Morty suit to someone else. Just Rika. Rika's going to be the one handling yeah. Rika's the one who's going to be handling the Scarecrow. Or not. I could also send Vera over. So, yeah. Vera's going to take that instead. On the other hand, Rika is Temperance 3, so I could also give him. It's also still going to do that. Because, that. Right, Morty has enough prudence, so I can give him something strong against that. Galena. Where's Galena? Galena can take the logging. What can Galena do? Galena can do justice. And that's their fry shots. What else? We got Silent Orca, so we don't have a problem there. And for farming, Porcubus deals black damage. Christopher needs defense against black. Well, does he really need to? Anyway, just to be sure. Okay, that's it for the plan. Now we need to assign the weapons. Need someone with 5/5 that I can give the gun to. This is going to be a tank. Quinn's going to be a tank. Who else is 5/5? Right, I'll just give it to Velasquez. This is 5-5. Fortitude and Prudence are lower than 3. Doesn't need 5. Just needs 3. Orga. Right, I'll give it to Pansy. And Elena can have it too. They've already given that away. Vera can also have it? No, doesn't have Prudence. I'll just give it to Tom. Unfortunately, Tom has a Justice of 1. I'd give it to Devona instead. Well, Tom is slow, so why not just give them a slow weapon? Orga has the Soda. Soda's kinda weak right now. But really don't have any choice. Logging. No one's using regret anyway, so logging's kinda okay. Okay, 10 minutes of planning and probably 30 minutes of gameplay. Let's see. First off, ooh, fleshy boy. Let's set Raiko first. Let's send the D class first. Get an increase of prudence. Who else is not going to be working? Tom, Farah, right? Dakota's not going to be working though. Right, while we are waiting, let's get Tom over to where he needs to be. Also, Vera, we need to test whether Vera can handle the Scarecrow. And of course, Elias is gonna work on that. As well as Morty. This would be Devona. Need a 3. Fancy. Oh, singing machine should be Frank. Instinct, let's see, machine. Vera, you need to move there. The book can be read until once prudence reaches its limit. Is there a con? Sure. Send Vera over. I heard rumors about monsters at back streets at night. They sound awfully like abnormalities. Yeah. Frank. Let's send Frank over to farm. Wait. No, Tom should be the one doing this, not Frank. Frank seems strong enough with a 5 temperance. Okay. I think that was good for Frank because that raised the fortitude by 1. Right, very strong enough, actually. It wasn't bad. Okay, looks like it's good. And send Christopher over. Do some work here. And this is not bad. Let's send Eliza again. So this should be Tom, not Frank. As for the Knight of Despair, I can send Raika. Problem is, can Raika handle it? 38-15. Let's see. Or I can just wait. I'll just wait for the next run. So Christopher, you are up. Vera. Let's continue with the singing machine. Continue with the silent orchestra so we can get that new armor. And I can just give Eliza that new armor. Just in case Eliza needs to farm. Singing machine. Should be Tom again. $45. Sting from Christopher. Just one more for the ego suits. Porcubus is also done. So, singing machine with Tom again. Green Dawn. Not a problem. Oh, something that Christopher just worked on. Oh, another thing for Vera. Okay, let's see if Raika can handle this. What Eliza? Eliza has the sword sharpened with tears. I mean, who has a sword sharpened with tears? Hmm. And Victor can help. Morty can help. Speed it up. Raika can survive this. This would be great. If not, I can just find someone else to work on their temperance. Yeah, looks like Rika can handle it. Right, this should be Devona. More of the backstreets chatter. Let's get some ego suits. Then Vera. Hopefully Vera would get up to... Right, that's that. I don't need to farm it anymore. Christopher, you can go back to where you came from. Eliza. Got your ego suit down there. And more singing machine work for Tom. I think I can send Galena over here. It's really not doing anything. Send it over to their Freischutz. And send Rika again. I think there's... You got an animal, you got a lady, and we got a dude. Breathing heavily. No need to deal with Porcupus again, we already got the arm that... I could get the armor, but... Skin Prophecy. Did we already give the coat as that? So Rika survived. No, Devona survived. Oddly enough, Rika also survived. Vera. I can't let Adam or... I can let Adam do some nothing there works just so we can get PE. We can end the day quicker. Right. That depends on whether we're going to get a noon. But even now we should be able to handle a noon. We were able to handle a violet noons. So, or Tom work. Wait. Oh, come on, Fortitude 3. Nah, it's still Fortitude 3. I was thinking it was gonna be Fortitude 4. Got the singing thing. Singing machine on the cheek. Good. And finally, Vera. Tout. Training team just showed up. 2 shots from singing machine is enough to kill it. Yep, that's... Wait, this is red damage. Oh, there's that. Okay, more singing machine. Hopefully Tom's gonna get to level 5. Devona's gonna get to level 5 after this. I don't doubt that. Swan again. This is gonna be Raika. Pretty risky, but seems we are able to do it without any problem. Might be able to finish this day. Oh, Raika's taking a bit of damage. Oh, Devona wasn't able to deal with it. He's strong against white damage, unfortunately. Maybe Raika's gonna have that problem also. Oh, I gave it to Chloe. Why is Chloe going slower? Well, that was normal. That wasn't bad. Eh. Right, Tom again. We're just gonna need to heal up a bit. Hopefully by the end of this, Vera is now going to be level 5. Oh, it's 1. Somehow we got a good, so we're going to just ignore that again. In the meantime, I might just send Adam over just for fun. Or not, I'm just going to do the backup strat, which is farm people for justice. Who else needs justice? Cancel that first. Two more suits. Good. Need Galena to heal up one more time before going back to their fry shots. And I can send Tom over to do a singing machine. And Tom for singing machine. So the backup strat is the problem with this is we got to 1. I can't use this for farming. So we need something else to farm. Alright. I'm just going to send Eliza over there at the last moment to work on it on the last moment. Now we've got Skin Prophecy. Who else hasn't done anything with Skin Prophecy? Did Victor use Skin Prophecy? I'm sure Chloe hasn't used Skin Prophecy. Porcibus. I can send Adam. I can send Raika. This is white damage. Raika has enough. This one is Instinct. I'll just send someone who is overqualified to work on that. Right, Insight. No, High. Who is weaker? Victor is weaker. This one Stomp's gonna do that. This one anyone can do it. I don't want May to do that. Vera is already 3, so he can't work on that. Ooh, note from a crazed researcher. So who did I send over? Right, Vera, go here first. Scorched Girl. Sure, Dakota. Yeah, Eliza's going to walk over here. This is going to be the last thing that we're going to do. And just the worst case, I'll just send Devon over there. 44 seconds. Where's Vera? That's gonna be Tom again. Tom's gonna be level 5 after all that work. The more one reads, the more or they want become vulnerable to white damage. Will Vera reach it in time? I think so. Okay, Vera's reading that, and with the note from a researcher. Hopefully this is normal. Okay, it's normal. So, what I can do is just continue farming. Or... yeah, and just continue farming repression work. So we've got their fly shots. All around helper with Quinn and Schadenfreude with Dakota. Does Mackie have a decent armor? Yeah, Mackie has decent armor. I can send Mackie over to farm Justice and Schadenfreude. Okay, Quinn should be level 5 after this. This is 4. And Galina's 3. That's why I'm sending Galina. Quinn, I think, is already maxed out, but just one more, then I'm going to switch to Mackie. So this would be Mackie. This would still be Dakota. 70. Still Galina. This is red damage. And I can just send Mackie over again. And I should go here, they're faster there. Mackie and Galina. And that should end the day. Only 40 minutes for this episode. But there will be reading. There will be a bit of reading after this. And that's that for today. Quinn, level 5 as expected. Christopher, level 5, also as expected. Galina, level 5. Not expected, but something good. Dakota is level 5. Mackie is now level 3. Can now farm now farm their voice shots. Vera was expecting to get 5. Oh, Ruden's 5. Okay. He got Temperance 4 from just a single use. Tom, that was expected. Raika, Temperance 5. Not expected, but still welcome. Devona And so if Devona can now work on Singing Machine next. So either Frank or Devona can work on Singing Machine. I'd let Devona do that instead. Adam's still that, but just raised it a bit. Morty still hasn't reached the breakpoint of 85. And yeah, that's it for today. You're going to be opening. This is going to be for the next department. This is not going to be for the current department. I think we also had this when we opened HOD. Or the training team. F0483, everything will be peaceful while you are under the fairy scare. A teardrop fell from the child's dewy eyes, a star showered from the sky. The world falls into a slumber, trapped in an ecstatic lullaby. The more blood it has, the more beautiful it is. Oh, 4/100. And as mentioned, this is what we got. In this place, the sunlight is truly warm. Maybe I was 3 in the past life. Think of a former life as my soul lived before being born into the current form you see now. Isn't this fun to just think about? My next life? I would want to be a person with a beautiful voice, like the wisest person in the world. Then everyone would pay more attention to what I say. No? Maybe that's too much to ask? Especially with all the abilities I already have. What about you? Who or what would you want to become? What kind of thought is that? Look at this here. A medicine extracted from the human subconsciousness. A form made from a formless concept. Isn't it fascinating? You see, this will become a seed of sorts. Since we have discovered an incurable disease, it would only be fair to discover a cure for it, don't you think? So that was still a sort of flashback that was unlocked. Expand this theme. And as mentioned, that's that. We still need to do 2 more. Right. Before we wrap up, let's just read the things that we have read. Maybe we can just... I'll just wrap that up so I can just read it. Then we are going to retry the day and read the stuff we already unlocked. Okay. There's the Skin Prophecy, an ancient-looking religious book that rests on top of a skinny lectern. Its numerous pages are written on old parchment. Its believers pray that its sanctity would last forever by binding the tome in human skin. Those who open the book will be enlightened to unimaginable truths. The ones who have mastered the truths will be called by prophets. This call cannot be denied. Save us now and forevermore. The truth shall set us free. And its effects is the employee who reads this book will experience an increase in prudence. The book can be read until one's prudence reaches its limit. The more one reads, the more they will become vulnerable to white damage. Any employee who panics after reading this book will perish immediately. So I think that's only temporary for the day. I doubt that this vulnerable sticks. So if this sticks, this will also stick. But I don't know. 23. It's kind of useless because if you increase your unless you want to work with something that deals black damage. So most of the time, if you're going to deal with something that deals white damage, you need high insight, high prudence for the insight work. So it's kind of useless. Right, let's go back to our deployment screen and just read the stuff we unlocked. And we can end this episode. So for the egos that we unlocked, what's new here? Skipping Wedge, we already read that. Fraction. Pleasure. Can cause additional white damage to target for a certain amount of time. If you grasp for pleasure, you cannot endure. If you grasp for pleasure you cannot endure, you will end up losing yourself. When the powder that falls from the thorns becomes known to the world, people may forever sink into the swamp of intoxication. So this is similar, I guess. So Grinder Mark IV is just very fast. On the other hand, Gaze causes additional red damage for a certain amount of time. So this is Bleed. This one is also Bleed, but white. So instead of the blood bleeding, it's your brain bleeding from the pleasure. Your mind bleeding. Mimicry, we've already read that. Oh, Da Capo! Finally! A splendid tailcoat, perfect for a symphony. Superb leadership is required to create a perfect ensemble. It would be wise to leave some of the audience alive until the finale to hear them applaud. And I think Eliza deserves that. And I can just give the... and give it back to Adam. I can give Mimicry back to Adam. And yeah, just harvest. Last legacy of the man who sought wisdom. The rake tilled the human brain instead of farmland. How many of the wise people among us have lost their lives to this rake? I think we haven't read this part. Yeah, we haven't read this. So the last unlock for the Scarecrow searching for wisdom. However, when he was asked about the whereabouts of the others who went with him, he just smiled without uttering a word. For long, even at his parents' funeral, he showed no emotion. All he did after the treatment was stare out the window to talk to himself. Eventually, he hung himself on the doorknob of his house. Some people thought that the treatment caused his troubles, but after a few days, he was completely forgotten. The city still remained a beautiful place where the emerald roads sparkled bright as ever. Alright, now this is kind of weird. Compare this to this story from the Warm-Hearted Woodsman, which is sort of another version of the Wizard of Oz. Darker version of Wizard of Oz. Only this part and this part is related to the Wizard of Oz. This seems to be dealing with the world of Lobotomy Corporation. We've heard mumblings about outskirts and back streets. So this whole organ transplanting thing seems to be happening on a daily basis. It's just no one cares about it. It was completely forgotten. Maybe it's related to what that shadowy woman was talking about. People are going on a path to their demise. I don't know. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Next episode, we are going to be wrapping up the disciplinary team. We are still skipping this. We still haven't found a valve that we can actually handle. We'll try. I think I can try. If we encounter that type of situation again, where we have one extra meltdown that we can use for farming, I think I can try taking this down. Unfortunately, the whole very low thing, it's kind of hard to make this guy breach. So, I don't know. Our best bet again is to just spend this day farming, which we've seen now. We've got 555s around this place, 2 555s. Dakota's nearing the 555 mark. I can just farm Prudence with the DRV. And these guys are strong enough now. So Devona and Frank can work on the singing machine. Vera and Tom can now work on their justice. At this point, Tom just needs to work on temperance. But Vera can work on justice. Mackie can continue working on justice just with their fry shots. So once these are farmed up, I can assign... Hopefully I can assign Vera and Tom to this other team here. I think it's the welfare team. And that's it. I really don't have anything else to say about pre-day 30, so see you in the next episode, where we continue on with this one.